Welcome to Elmwood Park High School's 2025 graduation ceremony. As our graduates continue to march in, I will begin by introducing our top 10%. Valedictorian Natalia Rosalia Chura and her parents Anita and Piotr. Salutatorian Mary Catherine Kayakos Medrano and her parents Maria Teresa and Michael Leaf Harris. Joaquin Raul Aguilar and parents Francisco and Luzmelia. Yami Yuliel Alde and parents Pedro and Yolanda. Alyssa Gwen Anderson and parents Joshua and Mara. Alonzo Arceo Romero with Uncle Kino and Mother Claudia. Karina Jasmine Atiles with Father Roberto and Mother Roberta. Anastasia Bednarchuk with parents Ihor and Yulia. Justice Escarpita with parents George and Jada. Nicole Patricia Kliss with parents Jacek and Eva. Tara Ivan Kritzen with parents Igor and Vera. Alessandra Lopez with parents Jose and Jamie. Lysandra Lopez with parents Juan and Juanita. Sofia Narashanska with parents Dennis and Tatiana. Megan Elisa Nettlehorse with parents Todd and Tambi. Amelia Novak with parents Pavel and Agnieszka. Ethan Alexander Rivera with parents Jose and Tasia. Michelle Antonina Cepeda with parents Stanley and Lutzina. Lauren Irene Scheidt with parents Michael and Mary. Olivia Rose Shapinski with parents Jay and Michaela. Livia Esther Sina with parents Yelia and Bessa. Gianna Helene Velasquez with parents Eric and Nicole. Nell Nina Vinyardchek with parents Marcin and Nina. And Anya Mary Zidane with parents Yuri and Victoria.
Please be seated. Welcome to Elmwood Park High School's 2025 graduation ceremony. Thanks to today's wonderful weather, we were able to celebrate outside as we honor the EPHS graduating class of 2025. A few announcements. Today's ceremony will be photographed and recorded. Those pictures will be available in about 7 to 10 days on the Smug Mug photo website, and a recording of this ceremony will be available for replay later on the district's YouTube channel for free. Should they be needed, there are restrooms located near our concession stand. Once the ceremony is over, you will be welcome to take photographs around our campus after today's ceremony. But first, all graduates need to go to the concession area to gather all of their remaining graduation materials. Finally, out of respect for all graduates and their families, please refrain from using any noisemakers, and please hold all applause until after all the graduates' names have been called. All of our graduates have worked very hard over these past 4 years, and we would like to have every graduate and their family to be able to hear their name called. Thank you for holding your applause until after all graduates' names have been called. And now, to perform our national anthem is our EPHS choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, I'd like to call to the stage Amira Jaradat from the Senior Class Council for the presentation of the class gift.
Hello, my name is Amira Jarada, and I'm here to present the class gift on behalf of the Senior Class Council. The class of 2025 is proud to donate 2 brand new tiger mascot costumes. Thank you, seniors, for your hard work fundraising on behalf of EPHS, and to the class of 2025, congratulations.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dr. Amanda Broderico, and I am the extremely proud principal of Elmwood Park High School. To begin with, I want to welcome our distinguished guests on stage, our superintendent, Dr. Leah Gochi, and the rest of our district office administrative team. Also, our school board, Mr. Frank Parisi, and the rest of our district's Board of Education. Vice President, Mr. Peter Volpe, Secretary, Ms. Jen Rinaldo, also Ms. Monica F. Doyle, Mr. Tim Locknane, Mr. Jay Shapinski, and Ms. Michelle Silver. Please, a round of applause for them. There is also a ton of Tiger staff who are on the premises today to help celebrate our graduates who deserve our thanks. A very special thank you to all of you who have helped make this beautiful day come to fruition. Thank you to our staff. In my second year as principal here at Elmwood Park High School, I have continued to be utterly amazed by yet another uniquely outstanding graduating class. First of all, who can claim a graduating class that has 4 sets of female twins, the Lopezes, the Sandovals, the Vitacos, and the Zamudios? I'm still trying to get them all straight myself, but do not be confused if you continue to see double later on as the students walk up on stage. Beyond that, there are many other highlights and things to be proud of, and there simply isn't enough time to name them all, but I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to point out some of those. This has been a year of much the same, but also of change. This year we saw Elmwood Park become part of the Upstate 8 Conference, which has provided added competition for our athletes. While we had to travel farther, some of our Tiger teams managed to hold their own against much larger schools than EPHS. As of most recent, we saw state qualifiers in both boys and girls track and field teams. Sitting on the field now is our two-time state qualifier in the long jump, Jordan Boatman. Congratulations to him. Beyond athletics, our students continue to go above and beyond with their involvement and leadership in a vast array of clubs that we have here at EPHS. We saw our varsity club gain renewed interest as they traveled around the community helping out when and where they could. DECA continued to do amazing things and traveled once again to Florida for international competition. As we saw a revived Scholastic Bowl team go undefeated for most of their season. EPTV continued to be the most worthy news source here in Elmwood Park, and this year's students went so far as to delve into the world of podcasts. Keeping up with these students and approving all their work is a marathon. As a runner myself, I still struggle to stay on top of what they send my way. It was also this class of students who dubbed my moniker, which I think is here to stay, Dr. ABR. Brandon Edgecombe was even quizzed about this as to what it actually stands for in an EPTV episode with an all-important baseball interview, and I'm proud to say he got it correct. In looking at more academic pursuits, this year EPHS further strengthened its post-secondary planning by adding a new position. Ms. Paige Kazera became our college and career counselor specialist and began to further develop our post-secondary planning from our very own College and Career Resource Center. This year, EPHS opted to administer the Armed Service Vocational Aptitude Battery, or ASVAB exam, for the very first time. With that being said, any student in the graduating class who is off to or who has already joined a branch of any of the armed forces next year, please stand for a round of applause for choosing to serve our country. Thank you for opting to take on such an incredible challenge. Ms. Kazera also worked to open up the world of trades for our students as we invited in individuals to come speak at our college and career fair in the fall, while also taking trips to the Plumbers Hall in Chicago and also continuing to encourage our students to take up learning options in the trades through our partnerships with Triton College and the Technology Center of DuPage. You will also now see some students who are wearing a gold and black cord. This was awarded to any student who was able to complete a college and career pathway in their 4 years here at EPHS. At this time, any student who is going into the trades after graduation, who is a part of either our TCD or Triton programs, or who completed a college and career pathway, please stand for a round of applause. Speaking of honor cords, you may also see some who are wearing a blue and green honor cord. This year, once again, EPHS had a record number of students who took and passed the Seal of Biliteracy exam. In this graduating class alone, there are 31 students who achieved the full seal either this year or last. And this year, once again, we tested new languages both in Albanian and Russian. Also, with respect to biliteracy, EPHS had an all-time high exit rate on the Access exam with a record high of 45 students. All these students help to continually demonstrate the great diversity that is found within the EPHS community. At this time, any student who achieved the Seal of Biliteracy or who passed the Access exam, please stand for a round of applause. Finally, as we close out another amazing year, we also say goodbye to not only the class of 2025, but also some very important individuals who have worked to help support the students of EPHS. This year, we will say goodbye to physical education teacher and baseball coach, Mr. Dave Miller. Please stand for a round of applause and a thank you for all that you have done for our students here at EPHS. As well, we will say goodbye and wish a very good luck to Assistant Principal Mr. Anthony Swope as he proudly moves on to become a principal, and a fabulous one, I have no doubt. We will now officially have to come up with a new hall sweep announcement, as Sweep Swipe Swope will need to be retired. A round of applause for Mr. Swope and all that he has done for the EPHS community. Finally, and probably most importantly, thank you to all the parents and families who are here today to support their graduate. We could not be here today without you all. Thank you for continuing to support your Tiger, our school community, and academic excellence. Congratulations to the class of 2025 and their families. At this point, we'll move on to the next part of the program. It is now my honor to introduce you to our superintendent, Dr. Leah Gochi, and she will now give the graduation greetings.
Thank you, Dr. Broderico. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for being here as we celebrate the future graduates of the class of 2025. To the class of 2025, it is an honor to stand up here as we wrap up your final day in District 401. Tomorrow, you get to begin your next chapter and start your new journey, taking with you all that you've learned here along the way. Whatever your path is, know that those here for you today will continue to be here to support you, to cheer you on as you make an impact in Elmwood Park and beyond. I'm proud to stand on this stage and say congratulations to the class of 2025. I look forward to seeing all that you become. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce one of our school board members, Mr. Jay Shapinski, for the congratulatory remarks.
Got to make sure this doesn't blow away. Thank you, Dr. Broderico. Thank you, Dr. Gochi. I especially want to thank all the families, friends, Board of Education, Elmwood Park teachers and staff, and most importantly, you, the graduates, for being here today. I understand speeches from adults are often the last thing you want to hear right now, so I'll try to keep it brief. Andy Dufresne once said, "Hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies." As you sit here today, I hope all of you are full of hope for what lies ahead of you. I want to tell you a short story about Alan and Jiggs. Alan graduated as a high school athlete, was in the top 5% of his class, received academic accolades, and went on to a great college. Jiggs, on the other hand, didn't take high school seriously, didn't pay much attention to others, graduated 223 out of 241 in his class, and went on to work at a pizza place for many years. Which path are you on? The one that Alan was on, or the one that Jiggs was on? I tell you this story because we don't often get second chances in life, but finishing high school is what I like to call the greatest reset. You have an opportunity to start over. In high school, did you work hard, play hard, or do very little? I wish I could say the road ahead of you will be easy, but it will not be. Your teachers have guided you as best they could, and they held your hand quite often, making you feel secure in your own personal worlds. That security is gone now. What will you do? It's time to think about what kind of person you were in high school and what you will be after high school. Were you an athlete, a scholar, an artist, or something else? To be honest, none of that matters now. What matters now is what's inside of you. The two things that matter most are, one, did you try hard? And two, were you kind? You'll have many personal memories of high school as you get older, but the most lasting ones will probably be how you were treated by others. Did someone make you feel left out, or did someone make you feel included? Did someone tear you down, or did someone try and build you up? As you move forward in life, whatever X marks the spot for you, be it here, Madison, Iowa City, Bloomington, West Lafayette, Cincinnati, or somewhere else, every day I hope you will try harder and be kinder than yesterday, but not quite as much as you will be tomorrow. Pardon me. My message to you is truly one of hope. Look at my story of Alan and Jiggs. Do you wonder what happened to them? Well, I'm going to tell you anyways. Alan ended up bouncing from college to college, had some struggles with the law, ultimately dropped out of college, and went from job to job for the rest of his life. Alan didn't try to do his best, wasn't kind, and thought the world owed him something when it did not. Jiggs, on the other hand, changed his path. He realized the world owed him nothing. He would need to work harder and become a kinder person if he wanted to change the course he was on. He worked hard at that pizza place, paid his own way through junior college and a four-year university, made new friends, and is now a system laboratory director of utilization and oversees 52 hospitals' medical laboratories. He is kind, works hard, is happy, and is one of my best friends. You will need to work hard and find kindness wherever you can. Andy Dufresne spoke of hope and also said, get busy living or get busy dying. The time is now for all of you to get busy living. It won't be easy, but I hope you take advantage of life's greatest reset. Good luck on the next part of your life's journey, and all of us here look forward to seeing great things from the EPHS class of 2025. Thank you and congratulations.
And now, here to perform one of today's musical selections is the Elmwood Park High School Band, directed by Mr. Kyle Rhodes. And now it is with great pride I introduce the Salutatorian of the class of 2025, Miss Mary Catherine Kiakos Medrano.
Good afternoon, staff, teachers, parents, friends, siblings who were dragged here, and of course, the class of 2025. It is truly an honor to be speaking to all of you today. Now, I know some of you might already be feeling the heat, shifting on your uncomfortable chairs, getting annoyed by the wind, or maybe you're just bracing yourself for the long speeches. But I want to start off by congratulating our valedictorian, who is also one of my best friends, Natalia Chura. For earning this well-deserved honor, you've set the bar high and inspired all of us. I also want to give a quick shout out to a few classmates who made this journey inspiring. My wonderful friends, you know who you all are. These superstars who inspired me in unique ways: Matthew McLean, Sofia Alvarez, Jessica Craig, Nestor Arroyo, Justice Escarpita, and Perseus Walls. Dr. ABR and my teachers, Mrs. Heinen, Mr. Merman, Mrs. Salvatini, Mrs. Lascu, Mrs. Lomer, and Mr. Lazzarato. Thank you all for being part of this chapter. I could not have done it without you. My story starts in one of the 7,641 islands of the Philippines. I grew up in Lubang Island, a place with less than the population of Elmwood Park, where if you whispered a gossip, 3 Marites would have already been talking about it by lunch. Marites in Spanish is chismosa, and in English is gossiping people. My world was tiny, quiet, and limited in ways I didn't fully understand at that time. I soon realized that education is a privilege. My peers there had bigger priorities, like money and supporting their families at a young age. I would always wonder, how do our countless of young people on the other side of the world, just as capable, just as hardworking, just as full of dreams, but they were robbed of this milestone due to the heavy and unfair circumstances of not being able to receive education. As we celebrate our graduation, I carry all of that with me. I carry the reality that not everyone gets to stand where we are right now. That truth should humble us. It should remind us that this moment is a gift. We should honor it by moving forward with purpose and humility, by lifting others up and never taking opportunities for granted. So today, I ask myself how I became so lucky to finish high school and to even be making a speech in front of such an audience. Fortunately, I was raised by 2 of the strongest, loving, but also strictest people I know, my mom and my dad. My mom spent years working as an OFW, an overseas Filipino worker, while my dad raised me and my 3 sisters at our humble home at Lubang Island while he worked. Some of you might know my mom as the one who always films my volleyball games, cheering me on behind the camera, and the first voice to cheer when I was struggling. And my dad, he showed love in his own way by instilling integrity and compassionate values through lessons that encouraged my potential. In my hardest moments, my parents would always say, "Kaya mo yan," which means you can do it in Tagalog. Those words, simple but powerful, carried me through more than they'll ever know. My parents have shaped so much of who I am today. They fought for our family to live in a foreign country where it was overwhelming with the unfamiliar faces, the new culture, the different language, and the different people. But every time I watched my parents push through long and exhausting shifts, I was reminded of the patience and discipline they taught me. And every step of the way, I could still hear their voices, "Kaya mo yan." In high school, we had our fights, but through it all, one thing remained constant: our parents, our guardians, and our family. So right now, let's take a moment to give a round of applause to all our supporters who stood by us and sacrificed so much for us to be here today. And I know my story is just one in the sea of black and gold. Some of us grew up eating adobo, some grew up eating Lunchables. Some had tamales on the table, jollof rice in the kitchen, pierogies from grandma, or ramen straight out of the packet. Some of us were watching Naruto. Others were watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Others were watching Stranger Things. Some of you were born speaking English. Some of you spoke Spanish, Ukrainian, Polish, Arabic, or brain rot. We played different sports and played different games. Vibed to different music, maybe even argued about whether pineapple belongs in pizza. And yes, it does, by the way. All of us grew up in different cultures, different worlds, and have all different lives and different stories. But through some big coincidence, we walked the same halls, the same school. Our common denominator is graduating from Elmwood Park High School. We've made so much memories, such as realizing room 280 is actually just the East Gym, playing New York time games, Snake, or Geometry Dash on your Chromebook when the teacher wasn't looking, the many times the fire alarm may have been pulled accidentally or purposefully, that one group project where only one person did the work, but somehow we all got the A, the 5-minute passing periods that felt like an Olympic track meet, and don't even get me started on getting sweep, swipe, swope. Sorry, Mr. Swope. Crashing out over physics and math homework, cheering at the football games, and cheering at the volleyball games. Shout out to my volleyball team. Our laggy Google Meets, when TikTok got deleted and everyone thought it was the end of the world. Carrying that gross, dirty bathroom pass, our chaotic senior group chat, and of course, our failed senior pranks. These past 4 years have shaped us. They've tested us, and they've helped us grow, not just in knowledge and education, but as people. Still, as we stand here ready to graduate, it's only natural to feel uncertainty. Whether you're excited or sad, there's one feeling in which we all might share, which is fear. Keep in mind that growth doesn't stop after high school. Life will continue to challenge us, bother us, teach us, and transform us. And that's something that we should embrace. As we move forward, I want you to remember that you are capable of far more than you think. Everything we've learned, all the friendships we've made, and every lesson, good and bad, carry them with pride into the next phase of our lives. Treat these 4 years of memories as a gift. Continue adding to it and share it with others. Class of 2025, I will always be rooting for you. Kaya mo yan. And I wish you all the very, very, very best. Congratulations, we did it.
And now it is my absolute privilege to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2025, Ms. Natalia Rosalia Chura.
Good morning, staff, family and friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. The first graduating class to have in-person classes for all 4 years since the pandemic. If you had told me 4 years ago that one of my last assignments in high school would be titled Valedictorian speech, I would have laughed at you and said, in my dreams. Dreams always seem impossible when trying to achieve them alone. But when you are surrounded by a supportive and loving community, you can accomplish anything. From the book fair in elementary school, to the middle school dinner dance, to senior sunrise, many of us have been part of the same community for over a decade. We have experienced the good and the bad and seen each other at our best and our worst. We all suffered through sweep, swipe, swopes, trying to download VPNs to get through the cell phone blockers, having our beloved mirrors being taken away, and barely winning any football games. Sorry, Harland. And although we not have always been in sync with our multiple ditch days or failed senior prank attempts, we have formed an endless amount of memories. And I'm very proud of everyone here today. The class of 2025 has had a multitude of dreams achieved. Together, we had an 100% passing rate in AP Lit, mostly because we feared the wrath of Miss Heinen. The first ever Model UN club, girls soccer winning regionals back-to-back in 2022 and 2023, and Olivia Shapinski winning the Carson Award for 4 years in a row. In the audience, I see Evans Scholars, track state qualifiers, journalism state competition winners, a Golden Apple Scholar, DECA international competitors, and so much more. Our dedication to our dreams has our class committed to trades, technical schools, the military, and an overwhelming majority are college-bound. All of our achievements will leave our paw prints behind and have made our time at EPHS so special. We all have had different journeys, yet we all ended up here together for one last time. Our fond memories tucked away in our brick-like Chromebooks and chaotic PEP assemblies. My favorite memories at EPHS are more than just studying, I promise. Even if I wasn't the fastest on the girls' track team, I've loved the weird conversations that reminded me a sport is more than being just on the podium. And while I was more of a DECA athlete than anything, and I will never escape the DECA kid allegations, I will never forget the family Miss Bear has provided for me, or how DECA taught me to drive over a curve, swerve across 4 lanes of traffic, or become friends with absolute strangers. Learning FTC in calculus or reading Macbeth in AP Lit may not be moments I have cherished, but I will miss the jokes we shared as a class at school and can't wait to look back on memories like unplanned potlucks in AP US history. Wherever you go after this, whether it's Indiana, Michigan, Florida, Missouri, Iowa, or even here in Illinois, we all made it through this part of life together, and that's an accomplishment we should never forget. Make sure you slow down in life to absorb everything and thank the people who have shaped who you are today. I would like to thank my teachers, specifically Miss Rogus, Miss Clays, Miss Vasey, Mr. Merman, Miss Heinen, and Mama Bear. Thank you for always answering my 1 a.m. emails and putting up with me randomly walking into class. Thank you to my friends who helped me complete homework during the day, yet reminded me to relax in the afternoons. But I am so glad to be retiring as a taxi driver. Congratulations to Mary, the salutatorian and one of my best friends, for being someone I idolized for her hard work and dedication. Thank you for being the Sal to my Val. Also, I especially would like to thank my family, specifically my sister. As Julie was the salutatorian of 2022, I followed in her footsteps, just one step higher. Thank you for the friendly competition and the motivation. I love you. To my parents, who drove me to 6 a.m. practices, picked me up at 11 p.m., and supported the fact that I basically lived at the school. I thank you for your patience. I love you. And thank you to my grandparents, Babsha Ijadek, for encouraging me unconditionally beyond the U.S. and from up above. If you ask anybody, they would all tell you that I need way more than 5 minutes to say anything, especially when trying to capture the ups and downs of the past 4 years together, since I love to talk. But it's time to say farewell, at least for now. Some of us had not had a hard goodbye since we had to let go of recess in elementary school. But I think we should remind ourselves now that we are so lucky to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Still, life moves forward, and so will we. And when things feel uncertain, when change feels overwhelming, remember this: you will always be a tiger. And as Mr. Worldwide himself, Pitbull, once said, every day above ground is a great day. Remember that. So enjoy life, keep moving forward, one foot in front of the other. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 25. You've heard me over the announcements, and for one last time, have a great day. Go Tigers.
Nice job. And now here to perform our second musical selection is the Elmwood Park High School Choir, directed by Mr. Grant McEachern.
In the quiet, misty morning, when the moon has gone to bed, when the sparrows stop their singing, and the sky
It is customary at our commencement ceremony each year to recognize distinguished academic achievement. The first category of academic recognition for the 2025 school year is the top 10% of the class. These students were recognized at the beginning of graduation ceremony as they entered. Another category of recognition is called Tiger Scholar. This award recognizes the top 5% of the graduating class. These students, in addition to their academic accomplishments and contributions to Elmwood Park High School, will have their pictures placed in the position of distinction down our academic wall of fame. I am proud to announce the Tiger Scholars for the class of 2025 in alphabetical order. Please stand to be recognized. Joaquin Raul Aguilar, Yami Yuliel Alday, Alyssa Gwen Anderson, Cariana Jasmine Atiles, Natalia Rosalia Chura, Justice Escarpita, Nicole Patricia Kliss, Mary Catherine Kiakos Medrano, Megan Elisa Nettlehorst, Lauren Irene Scheidt, Olivia Rose Shapinski, Livia Esther Sina, and Nell Nina Vinyarchek. Thank you for all your hard work. Mr. Parisi and members of the Board of Education, present and witness with us today are members of our district and building administrative teams and many of our outstanding faculty members of the Elmwood Park High School. On their behalf, it is my privilege to certify that the members of the class of 2025 have successfully completed their course of study prescribed for this high school by the state of Illinois and the Board of Education. And now, Mr. Parisi, on behalf of the faculty of Elmwood Park High School, I am pleased to present the class of 2025 for their diplomas. Joaquin Raul Aguilar. Yami Yuliel Alday. Alyssa Gwen Anderson. Alonzo Arceo Romero. Cariana Jasmine Atiles. Anastasia Benarchuk. Natalia Rosalia Chura. Justice Escarpita. Nicole Patricia Kliss. Terrace Ivan Kritzen. Alessandra Lopez. Lysandra Lopez. Mary Catherine Kiakos Medrano. Sofia Naroshanska. Megan Alicia Nettlehorst. Amelia Novak. Ethan Alexander Rivera. Michelle Antonina Cepeda. Lauren Irene Scheidt. Olivia Rose Shapinski. Livia Esther Sina. Gianna Helene Velasquez. Nell Nina Vinyarchek. Anya Mary Zidane.
Adamaris Aguilar. Jose Aguilar. Andrea Aguirre. Christopher Aguirre. Mikey Aiello. Carol Akers. Jasari Alanis. Jocelyn Alicia. Lana Aljurat. Gino Alva. Sophia Alvarez. Kevin Alvarez. Rajan Antonio. Christian Arango. Alejandro Araguin. Nestor Emmanuel Arroyo. Sofia Kyra Antasulis. Erica Baez. Janelli Banos. Oscar Baran.
Christian Barraza, Marina Daniela Bautista, Natalia Bautista Tejeda, David Balicki, Victor Beltran Moreno, Jada Liz Bergolo Sanchez, Jaime Bernardino, Gianni Michael Blaha, Jordan Marquis Boatman, Jamie Denise Botch, Emma Bode, Angelic Bonilla, Isabella Braglia, Maria Isabel Brown, Charlie Butler, Maya Calderon, Eliza Marie Cardenas, Alexi Cardona,
Ileani Castellanos, Kathleen Castillo, Aleza Castillo, Miguel Castorena, Isaiah Shamil, Sean Choi Semeyoa, Sophia Chora, Jacob Hovanitz, Tomas Chokos, Adamares Cortez, Jessica Marie Craig, Patrick Check, Zuriel de la Paz Roman, Olivia Del Toro, Ariana Demeter, Nicolo Donasso, Anthony Diaz, Billy Doty,
George Zirin, Brandon Edgecombe, Wanda L. Halabi, Sophia Aristeniuk, Amir Esawi, Gabriel Escarpita, Perla Ispitia, Angelina Esquivel, Brian Estrada, Marquita Figueroa, James Flores, Luis Gaitan, Victoria Gasco, Mark Gonzalez Porras, Samuel Griffith, Thomas Gurek, Gabriel Gutierrez, Gloria Hanna, Sean Hanton,
Kali Harris, Isabella Hernandez, Emily Hernandez, Isaiah Huerta, Vincent Ireland, Amira Jaradat, Michaela Jenkinson, Jeffrey Jesuit, Ethan Jimenez, Sean Johnson, Aaliyah Kamara, Juliana Casarda. Kira Iris Kerr. Nolan Kolojeski. Demetrio Kormarik. Jacob Shizek. Daniel Kopinski. Taras Kushner. Angel Lagunas.
Bartolomea Landowski. Santiago La Roda. Andre Lesiv. Mia Lockwood. Liz Marie Lopez. Carlos Lopez Caro. Jeremy Lozada. Ethan Luna. Julian Luna. Karina Mach. Philip Marchek. Mauricio Martinez Ross. Olivia Martinez Mohabir. Matthew Logan McLean. Brian Medina Barahona. Leila Medina Burgos. Fernando Noe Mejia. Alessandro Milik. Esmeralda Mendoza. Adrian Mendoza.
Olivia Mahalik. Camilla Miranda. Alexander Mitrovic. Nina Moleski. Isabella Justine Molina. Juliana Livia Molinelli. Isabel Moore. Emilio Morales. Noah Moreno. David Musial. Alicia Mustabelli. Kaylani Rose Nava. Sumara Nieto. Nathan Niarco. Sergio Ocampo. Jonathan Ocampo. Christopher Oliva. Ricardo Ortiz.
Nathan Paez. Domenica Paez Rocha. Endrit Paja. Amy Palma Rueda. Aubrey Perez. Isabella Perez. Yehor Plakti. Melina Paxtian Velasquez. Nicole Pola.
Jeffrey Pomarlis. DeAndre Presley. Matthew Pritt. Yaselin Rafaela. Odalise Ramirez. Joseph Ramirez Figueroa. Aaliyah Ramos. Zalise Ramos. Eric Ramos. Aiden Ramos. Renee Raboyat Jr. James Ryland. Alejandro Reyes. Zoe Genevieve Rice. Daniel Rios. Angelina Rivas. Anaí Robles. Janelle Robles. Tiffany Rodriguez. Gabriela Rodriguez. Giovanni Rodriguez. Sofia Rodriguez. Yanelis Rodriguez. Edwin Rodriguez. Elias Rodriguez. Stephen Rodriguez. Sebastian Roman. Selena Romero. Marcelo Romero.
Angel Rosas Martinez. Jermaine Ruiz. Joshua Ruiz. James Sabatini. Adam Saker. Jaden Salgado. Jesse Sanchez. Gael Sanchez. Brianna Sandoval.
Kimberly Sandoval. Khalil Malik Shaw. Mikola Sichanko. Michael Shembab. Abigail Simpson. Gabriel Sison. John Sison. Adam Shlashinsky. Aaron Smart. Malachi Solendid. Donna Solis. Marcus Sotelo. Harland Stone. Jacqueline Streikhirsch. Cameron Strokish. Taichanel Suarez Gomez. Matthew Sutherland. Sabora Tace. Izel Torres. Gia Varela. Amilcar Vasquez. Michelle Vasilenko. Jaden Vasquez. Adriana Velasquez.
Liliana Vitaco. Olivia Marie Vitaco. Yuri Voronich. Veronica Washek. Perseus Walls. Lennox Walls. Brian Vator. Valerie Vavierko. Bartek Wahenich. Bogdan Yurkiv. Jaden Zambrano. Divina Kami Zamudio. Karma Diani Zamudio. Elmwood Park High School graduates, if you have not done so already, please move your tassels from right to left. Round of applause for this graduating class. As we conclude today's ceremony, parents, family members, and dear guests, it is my privilege and honor to present for the first time the Elmwood Park High School graduated class of 2025.
All right. Great.
Done and done. Thank you, Frank.
Hey,
I appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Just had a baby and he came back for that.